What's up, pizza punks? It's Missy, and today I'm gonna show you all my dead things. So behind me is my coffin oddity shelf. My dad built this for me a long time ago to put all of my creepy crawly critters on it, and some of you have been asking me to do an updated oddity collection, so let's do it. So before we get into this, okay, I did not kill any of these things, okay? Everything on my shelf is purchased or found from reputable places that are not just killing things to sell them. A lot of the stuff on my shelf is either found by me or one of my friends or somebody that I knew. If I can remember, I'll tell you the backstory from where I found it or got it or whatever. Okay, with that out of the way, let's look at my dead things. So I'm gonna start at the very, very bottom of my shelf. You can't see it, but it's way down there. And I have this super old fuggler. So I used to collect these when they first came out, and this is one of my ones that I didn't get rid of. I just thought he fit perfect on here. Look at his little butthole. And then we have a Coraline doll of me. My boyfriend got this for me off of Etsy a few years ago for Christmas. Hi. Okay, next shelf. Starting to get spooky. First we got this cute little candy corn. His name is Corey. I got him at the last little craft show thing that I did from one of the sellers there, but he's so cute. Next we have a deer femur. I think it's a femur. I know it's a deer bone. I am a lover and collector of spooky things, but I don't know crap about any of this stuff for the most part. So if I say it's a certain animal and it's not, I don't know. This is some form of deer bone. I do know it's a deer though. I got him from one of my favorite oddity shops called Cleveland Curiosities. They're up in, I think, either Euclid or Lakewood, Ohio, but here's that. Next we have this friend. I am not entirely sure what he is. He is one of my first animal skulls. I want to say it's like a raccoon or something. I have no idea, but it's cool and it's a critter and I love him. So I got him at a folk festival. The people that I buy him from, they either find roadkill that they clean and sell their body parts. That sounds awful, but like this skull, or they're hunters and use all of the animal. Next we have a beaver. Look at this guy. He is also from the folk festival that I got the last one from. So haha. He is one of my favorite pieces though, because he's just a big beaver. Look at his chompers. This one is extremely brittle because I found him. I don't remember where I found him. I either found him while I was hiking along the trail, or I found him rotting in this vat of still water at a train station that was abandoned that I was exploring. One of the two. I found him though, and I didn't know how to clean animal bones, so I just soaked him in bleach. So he's very brittle. Here's that guy. Okay, so the next shelf, this one, has some human things on it. So first we have this vertebrae. This is from a deer. I got him the same day that I got the leg bone. That's a deer. But this is just a spine vertebrae. Thought this was super cool. Next we have this giant syringe. So this was from an old vet clinic. I got this from Cleveland Curiosities. They sell more than just body parts. Okay, couple not so spooky things. First we have this stopwatch. Even though it's not spooky, it's just kind of cool and antique, but it does work. There's no glass on it anymore, but yeah, super cool. And I'm pretty sure Seth found this at his old job and they let him take it home. Another not so spooky thing was this coin that we got at New River Gorge National Park whenever we visited. We just didn't know where else to put it, so put it on the shelf with the dead things. This was one of my very first non-body part type anatomy purchase, and it's a very old photograph of a very spooky lady. Now we got some human things. I have two of these medical slides. So these are photographs of actual people's body parts or body things. So this one says assist, areas of fat. This one though says Brunner's duode. I think it's somebody's kidney. It's definitely a human body part though, like inner organ. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. But yeah. Both of these I got at Cleveland Curiosities as well. Next, we have this little tiny box. Seth found this box at one of our Goodwill bins trips, and it's just a little tiny trinkety Gettysburg box. But what's inside is Seth's teeth. So Seth had to go have some teeth removed like a month or two ago, and he thought that it would be awesome if I could have them and put them on my shelf. Here's my boyfriend's teeth in a box. We've got more human teeth than that. Here's a jar of my actual baby teeth. It says 2000 on it because I'm an ancient being. If you can tell, there's my little teeny tiny little baby teethers in there. My mom kept them and presented this to me as a Christmas present. If you're curious to see more things that were once inside of my body, I have this. So I accidentally ripped off my label that was on this, but I should be able to just glue it back on. This is my tubes that were in my ears when I was a child. But those were in my ears when I was a child. But yeah, you know how you get your tonsils removed and have tubes put in your ears? Here they are. These are mine. Why did my mom keep these things? Next, we have this cute little jar full of somebody's teeth. I bought these at Cleveland Curiosities, and they said that these are teeth from the dentist in a local prison. So we have some possible murderers' teeth in here. If you thought we were done with human teeth, you were wrong. Human teeth are some of my favorite things to collect. So this is my newest addition to my shelf. We have this cute little golden treasure chest with my tooth inside. So I had a root canal last year sometime and it failed. So I had to go have my tooth pulled out. And here's my tooth. So it's got the cap on top that they put on whenever you have a root canal. And the rest is my tooth. And why it failed, on the side right here, there's a big old crack. And that's why it failed. And that's why they yanked it out of my face. One last human teeth thing, I promise. And that is somebody's dentures. Whose? I don't know. But the inside says May 1985. So, and so does the bottom. But they are literally an actual pair of dentures from somebody's grandma or grandpa. But yeah, I got these at Cleveland Curiosities as well. But who has dentures that don't belong to them? Who has dentures that they don't know who they belong to? Me. Next up, we have this little tiny pair of dice, or die, whatever you want to call them. They're made out of camel bones. Again, purchased at Cleveland Curiosities. Those are Seth's. The next set of die are also Seth's, except these are made out of human bone and blood. This one is made with blood. I'm assuming whoever created them mixed the blood with resin and made the dice out of a resin type mold, but this does have human blood in it. And it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but if you hold it up to the light, it does have a brown red cast to it. Same thing, I think they made it out of resin, but inside is human bone pieces. And then the red that make the little dots, those are made with human blood. I think that's all my human body parts or human things. Maybe, I don't know, I don't remember. Let's get back to some animals. This was another one of my very first purchases for my oddity collection. I got this at the folk festival that I mentioned earlier, and I want to say that this is a coyote skull. Here he is. He is missing one of his teeth. I've had this guy with me for a really long time. So this dude, I don't remember if it's a possum or a raccoon skull. I want to say it's a possum skull. But my brother found this whenever he was a teenager and just kept it in a Ziploc bag in his bedroom for like 15 years and then decided to give it to me. So again, this is another one that I ended up bleaching, so he's very fragile. But yeah. We have some type of jawbone. Not sure who it's from or what it's from, but it's definitely a jawbone. This was another one of my early pieces that began my collection. The next one is probably my most expensive piece, and this is a cat skull. I got him from the Museum of Horror in Michigan. I'm pretty sure they said they got him from a vet, but he is a little kitty cat. And I thought that was the coolest thing because I have kitty cats. So if you have a kitty cat, this is what their skull looks like. And look at his teethers. Meow. Last piece on this shelf is a little diorama that I made. So I found this super cool little dome at a craft store. It is pretty old, so it's kind of frosted looking now. And inside we have this ginormous moth, a little tiny moth, and a little tiny bird skull. And all of these things were things that were personally found by me or somebody close to me. So my parents found the little bird skull in their backyard, and then at the factory I used to work at on midnights, these giant moths would come in all the time and accidentally get cooked in the aluminum furnace, and I would take them. Same with that little guy. Okay. Let's move on to the shelf right here. Okay, first we have a fetal gremlin from the movie Gremlins. I got him in a BAM box or some type of mystery box a long time ago and thought he was perfect to put on my shelf. Next we have this cute little jar with snake skin in it. And this was another one of my mom's Christmas presents to me. We have this itsy bitsy teeny tiny little skull. I think it's some type of mouse, muskrat type little critter. But we have him. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is a teeny tiny little turtle skull. Look how cute he is. I think this and the last one were gifts from my family. This is probably the scariest thing on my shelf. Are you ready? It's Flick from Cars. So my son and I, and slowly roping Seth in, we collect cars from Disney Pixar Cars, and I just thought he fit in on this shelf because he's a little bug. This was also a gift from my family. He came with the other turtle. This one's just a jawbone from a turtle. I don't know why I have this on there. It's just a little mushroom made out of some stone. But I think I just didn't have anywhere else to put it and it kind of fit in, so pretty sure my mom gave me this. We've got this giant guy. This was a gift from my brother for Christmas one year. Or my birthday, I forget. But yeah, great big giant bee or some type of bug. This little dude was another one of my very first pieces. I also got him at the little folk show. Some type of little mouse or small critter, but there he is. My mom made me this little diorama of, I think that's what it's called, a diorama, of a cicada shell, and she put it in a baby food jar. But look at him in there. Super cool. So this was one of the bugs that I found when I worked at the factory. I hope you can see him. He's just the teeniest little grasshopper, and I had this super cool test tube looking jar and I put him in it. But my little grasshopper. This poor unfortunate soul was given to me by the forklift driver at the factory job I used to work, and he found him over where the forklifts park, and he obviously was run over and then mummified in the corner of the shop. But he gave him to me and I took him home. I have no idea what this is or where it came from, but it's just this cool rock. I probably found it while I was hiking one day and just thought it was cool. But yeah. We have a little crawfish shell. My parents brought me home this dude whenever they went to the beach last year. They found him on the beach. Another piece from Cleveland Curiosities, little gator foot. Thought that was pretty nifty. I also have a gator head, but he's in my bathroom. These are two little marbles with bugs inside. These were a gift from my brother and his girlfriend. I really hope my camera focuses so you can tell, but this is just a little teeny tiny scorpion. And then this is just some type of beetle. This guy did not used to look like this. He's just old and aging. I got him from Cleveland Curiosities a long time ago, but it is a blood-sucking leech. His name's Larry, and he's just like a preserved leech. I have this poor little duckling. He was one of my first purchases from Cleveland Curiosities, but my cats got a hold of him and like tore him up. But yeah, he's just a little duckling. When I first made a video with this dude in it, I had so many people accuse me of killing a duck, and again, I did not. He was found dead and someone decided to taxidermy him. Next, we have a fetal shark in a jar. I'm pretty sure one of my ex-boyfriends gave me this. I don't remember if he took it back or not, if this is that one. But yeah. He gave me this whenever I first started dating him. Next up, we have a cute little tiny squid, one of my favorite animals. He's just preserved in like a resin piece. And I got him from Cleveland. This is also from there. It's just a tentacle in a jar. More Cleveland stuff. We have this beetle. Look at how cool that is. And I don't know if the lighting will let you see it, but when the light hits it a certain way, he turns like rainbow. Rainbow scarab beetle, I think? I don't remember. Next up, we have this handsome guy. I love beetles, and he's so cute. Another Cleveland piece. These ones are also from Cleveland, but they were gifts from my brother. So we have a scorpion. This might have actually been a gift from my friend Beagle and his wife Lindsay. I don't remember. And we have this cute little bat. This one was the one that was a gift from my friend. And it's also a scorpion, but he's in a jar. Another gift from my brother from Cleveland, and this is arthropod representatives. But we just have a collection of bugs. So cool. Spider and grasshopper and whatever that thing is. But yeah. This little guy is the guy that started my collection. So he is just a little tiny mouse in a jar. I got him at an anime convention of all places. There was a lady there that was selling oddities, and she was actually the lady who made pieces for American Horror Story. And I bought this little mouse off of her many, many moons ago. And he's what started it all. Okay, so at the factory job I worked at on midnights, I met some weird people. And I was friends with a dude that used to work at a vet clinic. And a cat that went in there, they either had to put it to sleep or deliver the babies at that time. Because she was gonna die if they didn't take the babies. The babies were stillborn, and I have one of them. He was preserved by the dude that I was friends with in this mason jar. But this is Oliver, the kitty cat. I don't know if you can see him in there very well, but there he is, that's Oliver. This little dude is a poor, unfortunate dead baby bird. I found him in the parking lot of my apartment I lived at 5 years ago, and preserved him myself. But he's just a dead little baby bird. And I couldn't leave him out in the parking lot, so I had to bring him inside. This guy has a story. A big story. This is Wally. While I was working at Walmart one day, a bird flew in through the door where the grocery carts go in, and he just died in front of the door greeter lady. And she knew that I like spooky things, so she told me about him, and I put him in a Walmart bag and kept him in my car. And then on my lunch break, I went and purchased this jar and a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and I went into the bathroom in one of the stalls and pickled this bird in the bathroom of Walmart. So that's why his name is Wally. He's really old, like he's getting to be like 10 years old. So he's starting to decay a little bit more, but he used to be super cute. But yeah, I pickled that bird in Walmart bathroom. There's that shelf. Let's go to the top one. These I have hanging on the side. This was another one of the mystery box items that I used to get. And it's just a key from the Dolphin Hotel 1408, which is a very good Stephen King book and movie. And then we have this squirrel pelt. Because why not? I mean, he's a squirrel. He came from the folk festival that I always go to that I mentioned earlier. Oh my god, I just realized he has little whiskers. Look at his whiskers. Oh my god. This also came from the folk festival. It's for my son, but I can't keep it in his room or he or the cats would destroy it. But it's just a little Davy Crockett raccoon hat. I used to have a collection of fur tails that I got when I was a teenager from the folk festival, but my cats destroyed those, so we no longer have those. Then I have this perfect monarch butterfly. Somebody at the factory I worked at gave this to me. She said it was on the grill of a semi-truck that came in and brought a delivery, but she stupidly put it in between two pieces of tape, but I mean, it's still super pretty and super kind. So then I just have a little Jack wooden cutout. Seth's mom got this for me. Then we have this little lady. I got her when I was a teenager at an antique yard sale, I think. She's just a little nun doll. Fell in love with her when I seen her for some reason and had to buy her. Next we have one of Seth's oddities, and it's just this dagger. He got this up in Cleveland as well, but it's got like a cool claw at the end. Don't know much about this other than it's just a cool knife, and if somebody breaks into my house, I can stab them with this. We have more cars. These I bought specifically for my shelf because they're hearses. And they are, again, the Disney Pixar cars. They're kind of beat up, but... And then the last thing on my shelf, there's stuff on the very top I'll show you in a minute. But the last thing is this beautiful shadow box I made of bugs that I found at the factory job I had. So these are all the bugs that I would find while working, and I collected them and brought them home and glued them in this box. And then at the very top of my shelf, I just have my Ouija board, a cute little ghost, and my pumpkin lady that I named Enid. So that was all my dead things, all my dead friends. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all my creepy dead things. A lot of you have been asking for me to do this, so here you go. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what your favorite spooky oddity was, or what some of your oddities are. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to come back and join our eternal pizza party, where we do weird videos like this every single week. And it's not always spooky and creepy. That's just the other side of me. But okay guys, that was that. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a super duper fantastic rest of your day. Mwah.